Inflation, interest rates. What's all the talk about these two lately? Well, recently we saw inflation hit a level of over 7%. This is something we haven't seen since the early 1980s. When inflation starts headed up, the Federal Reserve combats this by raising interest rates. So today, I'll be talking about what a rising rate environment will do to your portfolio. Selecting the right stock investments. When you're expecting interest rates to start heading higher, the first thing you're going to want to look at are the stocks you're holding in your portfolio. This is a great time to revisit and make sure everything is in line with your long-term goals, but positioned well for the current environment. When interest rates go up, it becomes more expensive for companies and us as individuals to borrow money. This can be a big negative for different companies and stock performance. So you absolutely want to make sure that the stocks you have in your portfolio are designed for a rising interest rate environment. There are areas of the stock market that tend to do a little bit better when rates are rising. Some of these areas might be consumer discretionary companies as well as financial companies. With financial companies, if they can earn more interest on the loans that they're giving out, they make more money. Analyze your debts. Interest rate hikes is a great time to revisit your debt and the interest that you pay on it. If you're thinking about things like your home, you have a mortgage that lasts for a very long period. In the face of rates possibly going up, it may make sense to lock in the lower rates now. This keeps this debt from outpacing the returns in your portfolio by keeping the rates very low. The last thing to consider is leveraging the right kind of bonds. Bond investing is usually thought of as being more stable or more conservative investments. But just know, not all the bonds in your portfolio may be equal. When a rising rate environment happens, you'll also want to take a look at the type of bonds that you have. We look at bonds by breaking them into core bonds and specialty bonds. Core bonds are going to be your traditional and corporate bonds, and then specialty bonds are going to be areas that may have specific intention, like Treasury inflation protected securities or foreign bonds. Here, utilizing some specialty bonds in a portfolio for your situation could help with price stability when it comes to bonds. Because as interest rates typically go up, bond prices can tend to fall. So we want to make sure in your portfolio you're leveraging the right kind of bonds. Hopefully today you learned a little bit more about inflation and rising interest rates and how they may affect your portfolio. Just know, while these words are buzzwords today, just know your investment plan should be focused on the long term and lined up with your goals. Don't get wrapped up in the emotions of the market volatility. But if any of these terms are on your mind and you want to talk through them, give me a call. I'm here to help.